Alright, welcome back. It's me again at the workbench, and I thought I'd talk to you about the necks I've been doing, and I'm going to show you my very first neck and some of the mistakes I've made with it. Just to let you know, I'm an honest guy and I don't like to hold back. Tell you the truth. Anyways, this is neck number 1. It has the tele headstock, and it has a compound radius from the jig I made. It also has the standard C shape from the contour for the neck shaping jig I use, and medium side installed frets. These are all firsts. I'm not really one to do a bunch of test pieces and then go. I kind of just go for it and just hope everything works out. Which on the most part it did, but you can see here my entrance plug, it's walnut, is riding, the edge of that hole is right at the edge of the transition drop there, which is not good. It's a no-no. That's the inside of the fret slot, so once your 1/8 of an inch is in there, you have hardly any material there, and it would cause cracking for sure, especially with pressure being pulled with the truss rod, I imagine. So I learned from this that I need to bring my hole, or keep that hole a little bit lower and back, and to make sure that I have enough material that when I start finishing up my sanding the transition, that I'm going to be fine. As I recall, when I did this blank, I just did a cut with an angle cut on my bandsaw, and then the face, and I got it to about 5/8 thickness, and I went from there. I've since gone to doing a pretty much finished thickness on the headstock, and the transition to within a 1/16 of the final edging, final transition, so I know roughly where I have to be and what I'm going to have left off with. The other mistake I made as I was building this was I placed these position dots in the wrong spot initially. I told myself that when I get to this stage, make sure you mark out the face of the neck for the face dots where they have to go so you don't make any mistakes. So I just took a pencil and put little circles around where I wanted them. I even had them on this spot, and for some odd, bizarre reason, I still drilled next to the appropriate position, even though it was marked out for me. Don't ask me what happened there. And so that is, those are two of the things that I ran into when I was working on this neck. Everything else seemed to go fine. The frets are still sitting in there nicely. This is a 2-year-old neck, and it's still a really straight neck right now. It's not under tension, and it's a nice piece of a one-piece maple. Everything seems to be fine. Skunk strip, there's no funny things going on with the glue joint. There's no cracking or anything like that. You can tell that I didn't finish it off. I didn't do any leveling of the finish. I think there's a spray bomb lacquer with a slight bit of toned dye on it, not much on it, and then my original one color black decal. If you look at this neck, you can see that I'm within that pencil mark of the final transition, and I have the blank is 1 1/16 tall, so I know that I have enough room in here, that there will be enough meat and a lot of room in front when I do my nut slot. The only thing to watch out for is when that low east string comes down to the post, that you don't have so much here that it's actually hitting the wood. That would be one thing you'd have to watch for. So you have to have about 1/8 for the nut slot and about 1/8 past the nut slot of material before you have the transition, and then you should be good to go. And once you've done a few and get a number of necks under your belt done, you'll end up with something like this. Here you can see the material above the plug is ample, and once I do my actual fret slot, I'm going to have 1/8 of an inch across the front of that, and we'll have no problems there at all. And the face dots are where they belong. Could you imagine if I got it wrong on this one, on this wonderful piece of flame? That'd be crazy. But it's amazing. You look at this flame here, off topic a bit, but it looks like it's actually coming up out of the wood and back down like little valleys and hills. It's just incredible how that the flame does that. And the side dots are all good. So there's a bit of honesty for you. Thought you might want to see that. You like to see stuff being done that's looking really good, but maybe you like to see actual mistakes as well. And thought you might like that. In the meantime, we'll continue doing some builds and we'll get some reviews going and post them up. Bye for now.